to another league with our trusty blue-white Dreadstill in Legacy. So we have been playing the deck for we've been playing it quite a lot. The last month I played perhaps 60 or 70 games, and it has felt quite nice. It has been doing alright. We have even got some 5-0 results, and this as you're seeing right now is the latest iteration where we actually did the sacrilegious thing of cutting down the brainstorm to only 3 in favor of another land. And it's the architect of the deck that wanted to try this idea, and I actually did take this version to a 5-0. I'm just gonna quickly show you. Oops. Let's see. Google Drive. Gonna show you the spreadsheet of our matches, and I think in total we played 63 games, won 41 of them. But as you can see, it has been quite a varied meta game with blue-red Delver as the big one. And other than that, there are a few that are reoccurring. And the blue-red Delver is a little bit misrepresenting, as we have the Delver Blade, and we have the Grixis Delver, and we have the Teamer Delver. I mean, they are operating from the same core of Murktides and Delvers and Daces and iterations or whatever. Well, almost, yeah. So it's actually the numbers even higher in the MTGO leagues. But other than that, there's just a lot of variation, so it's hard to meta game too much. Yeah, more or less you have to focus on being very agile. But it's been a lot of fun, and as you can see in the beginning of the process, I was having more trouble, and now I'm more or less stable. Alright, so let's take it for another league and see if we can do well on camera. The good thing is I'm starting to rack up qualifier points, so I might be able to compete in one of these showcases down the road. That's gonna be fun. I did take the deck to a paper tournament here in Gothenburg with very middling results. 2 different one-day tournaments with a top 8 and all that. But the first one I went more or less even, and then the second one the wheels just fell off. And I haven't really played Legacy or Paper Magic in like 2 years, so I did a lot of mistakes, so I don't think that's fair. Alright, this is not keepable, and this is fine. We're probably gonna send back a land, since we have the dragon. I'm gonna send back the whole. So depending what happens, I might keep up Stifle, I might slam a Standstill, we'll see what happens. Okay, that's a cloud post. So that's not really a standstill matchup though, for most part. I usually lose game 1 and win the following ones. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this might be a turbo something something. So I'm not gonna crack just yet. I'm gonna be patient to see what we can do about this. He has a pretty fast start, so that's terrifying. So now is my cue to brainstorm. Get rid of the 1 mana cards. Could get rid of it, but I don't really care about it. So let's put back the stifle and the standstill, I guess. So you can have that, that's fine. So let's crack it out. Basic white. And this is a nice thing about how we constructed the deck, is we don't really care about chalice on 1. I mean, it can hurt us, but we can deal with it. We have the Teferi, we have the Marches, we have the Karns. A Thran Dynamo. Yeah, so right now he has 4/6 mana, and with this he would have too much. So I think I'm just gonna counter it, because probably his real threats are not counterable with Force of Negation, I would think. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. I'm probably gonna cycle, depending on what he does, of course. I might need to get rid of the chalice to brainstorm for a force or whatever. Sure. Thought not seer. Okay. So the question is, do we care? I think we cycle. And leave it at that. We can beat a thought not seer. I mean, he might have to take the march. Otherwise I'm gonna exile his thought not seer, I guess. Yep, he agreed. Alright, so what can you do? Nope. He's out of things. Okay, that's a nice one. So, let's see. I might just want a verdict now. Don't really have any really good options. I can really do a 3/3, bounce it, but then it comes back. So let's do this. So I need to start finding some wastelands. Force is not bad. So I think I'm just gonna cycle end step. See if we can get an engine going. It's fine. Okay, so now he has unlimited mana. It's scary. That's a wasteland. It's a bit late for the wasteland, but fine. But we do find a Karn. That's exciting. So I think we're gonna do a Crucible. Or maybe we shouldn't. We should get a Liquimill. Yes, please. And now we'll just hit. So the wasteland will actually limit him a little bit if we can hit one of the cloud posts. Okay, so things are looking up. He probably still has, so he has 4, 6, 8 mana. So he can still be a little bit scary. Trinisphere we do not care about. So he conceded. Well, that worked out quite well. I think we got a little bit lucky. He didn't really draw any payoffs because he had immense amounts of mana. Alright, so let's see. Humility is almost perfect since he I mean, he has a lot of creatures that are scary. Unfortunately, the cast triggers are still an issue. I kind of like having the Crucible in main deck. Probably an Ashiok to mess with his searches. I think we can bring in a explosives. The Torpor Orb stops the Thought Not Seer, but not the Eldrazi. Stops the 5-mana artifact that fetches a land, and then you can activate Golos. Okay, what don't we like? Force of Negation seems kinda medium. We could probably bring out a Dreadnought. He might be running Karn though, so maybe we switch a scroll for a Mastery. On the other hand, if he runs Ugin, Mastery is worse, of course. But I don't mind the split. Nodes. Nodes is okay. I think we'll run it like this and see what's up. Yeah, that seems fine. Sure. Yep. Sure. So he has a lot of mana right away. So this is interesting. Maybe I should just force this using the verdict. Play the standstill, hope for the best. I think I'm gonna do that. There. That way I still have a force effect. But this sets him back. That's annoying. But yeah, I'll just have to let that go. Yeah, fuck it. One of my lands is not gonna crack for mana. So best draw would be a Wasteland. He might name Wasteland though. Nope. So that's good. That's a lot of mana. Alright, sure. Sure. And the follow-up is nothing. Alright, so we're getting a little bit lucky. So the question is, do we want to slam standstill? I'm not entirely sure. I think we're just gonna aim for the scroll. Yep, you can have that. That's your payoff, man. That's not a payoff. Okay, so maybe we will prefer to use the brainstorm. I think Karn is the best way out of this. But we are at the mercy now. I mean, he probably has mana for Ulamog and whatever. So let's see. So let's get a basic blue. Karn, please. Humility is fine. So let's get rid of a swords. I don't know, maybe humility is not very good, but I guess it's something. So I'm just gonna draw it. So white, blue, humility. That stops the small beats. But we are in trouble now. Yeah, I'll have to stop that. Okay, that's a start. So I might have to save it for because he has 3, 6, 9, 12, 50. Yeah, until I get Karn, it doesn't really matter what I do with it. So I can probably manifest the swords. Doesn't do a lot. Okay, so let's use the I'm probably dead now though. He can get the lattice and I'm basically fucked. Alright. That's it. Well, you do need Karn. That's for sure. Wastelands and Karns. So, do we want to make changes? We will switch Standstill. I don't know, we haven't seen Urza's Saga, which is the main reasons why I don't like it. But it's kind of dangerous to let play draw go with him though. So probably a Karn is nice. Stops the Eye of Ugin as well if he plays it. Okay. This has a lot of things I like. Sevins and Wasteland is a nice little combo. Dreadstill can stop some stuff. Monolith, sure. So I'm not gonna brainstorm. Ooh, that's nice. So let's start with a brainstorm, see if we can find some white mana as well. We can. I'm probably gonna send one mana back and the plow. So I'm planning to force whatever nonsense he has now. Sure. So I'm not gonna save the plow. I'm just gonna get a white. Okay, not too bad. So I think we could, let's see. I'm not gonna use Sevins now, since I can't get back the Wasteland then. So from next turn we'll do the double Wasteland. So for now I think I'm just gonna use bounce a Monolith. Okay, not bad. So probably pitching the Dreadstill, I guess. Size 3, 6 mana. 8 mana. What can you do? Alright, we can force that. I think this one's better. Yes. I do think I like the Ashiok more than the Dreadstill. Alright, so let's start wasting him, and I'm gonna leave him with the City of Traders. So plus Wasteland, hit him with a Wasteland, get back the Wasteland, hit him again. Or maybe we should just take out the Cloud Post, since this makes 2 mana and this costs what? 4 mana. Yeah, maybe we should take out the City of Traders. I'm not sure about that one. Alright, another one. And I think I'm gonna land the Ashiok. Hit him again. And kill them all. So we found Caracas, Glimmer Void, another Cloud Post. So that's 2 Cloud Posts out. That's good. And that's the game. Alright, awesome. So let's update the spreadsheet. So today is the 24th of April. And we are 1-0 and we played against Cloud Post, and we won. 12 Post, I mean. Okay, so let's do another one. So this build of the deck is fine against the big mana decks. Well, maybe not all of them, but it does quite well. And against land strategies, I mean, between the Ashioks and the Karns and the various artifacts that we have, land destruction and graveyard hate, we can tussle with most of it. Alright, yes please. And we have, well, a bit of a weird one, but I think this is a keeper. We need white mana quite badly, but we have things. Alright, no Delver, that's fine. Okay, Dreadnought is quite an awkward draw, so let's play the Wasteland and say go. When we know a little bit more. So it's a snow-covered island. I don't know what that means. Usually means combo. Yeah, let's just take a draw. Scroll of Fate isn't bad. Do we slam it? I don't think so. So let's brainstorm. Okay, so let's get a 1 March and let's get rid of both marches. Get a white down. Next turn we can scroll. So he might be playing fetches. So I don't want to crack into that. Spell Pierce. Okay. So this is certainly some sort of combo deck, I think. Could be Delver still, but most likely some sort of combo nonsense. So I'm gonna crack at the end step. See what he's made of. Don't want to draw the next March, preferably. Okay. So here we go, Stifle. Oh. Something else. Okay, this might be Jeskai Days then. And this might be a Hull Breacher. So maybe we should just go after the Tundra. Yeah, this is Jeskai Days. So now we can kill his March with the his Hull Breacher with the March. Need be. This is a rough matchup, by the way. This is not great at all. Okay, that's a thing. That's a plan. I mean, he's running Swords to Plowshares, of course. The combination of the Days Undoing combo and the Red Elemental Blast and all the Planeswalkers is just... that's a rough one. Okay. I like that. So let's cycle that. This is one of the matchups I least like to play. So let's get a second white, I guess, to be able to verdict. Damn it. I forgot to cycle. That's bad. That means we can't Karn and Dreadnought. Oh well. Mistakes were made. I think when I fetched, I kinda thought that I was using the dragon. Never mind, so let's just play it anyway. Yep. Good thing Karn can get back Dreadnoughts out of the exile zone, so that's fun. Rest in peace. Huh. I do like the graveyard, but I don't think I'm ready to fight for it. So let's do the Karn. I will force back. And I'm gonna get a coating. I think. Yes. And if he lands some creatures, I can verdict and coding. Not bad. So let's go after his red mana. Alright, things are looking up, I guess. What's this? A shark? I can deal with a shark. And he's out of red mana, that's probably a thing. Yeah, let's fight over that. Not sure about that, but let's do it. Can get it back, but that's another one. Sure. So let's get back the coding. Probably gonna wait, right? Well, let's kill his red source again. Don't know if it matters. Gonna do it. And I guess we'll just play it again. And in the upkeep, we'll stop one of his white sources. How much red do you got? So Narset is probably our worst. Okay, not bad. So let's start going after the white. Ship it. Way of Force and Plow. That's good. We're over 1.5 minutes behind. Okay, let's plow that. And he conceded. Awesome. So I'm guessing this is not just Guide Days. I mean, it's some sort of version of it. But Rest in Peace kinda tells me it could be some sort of combo version of it. Maybe with the helm or energy, whatever. Humility seems fine. Probably want to get rid of Savins. Get out Dreadnought. Standstill seems medium, since he probably, well, we don't know. He had at least 2 sharks. Canonist. Okay, so we can bring in 2 things. Maybe the Mastery is probably gonna bring in some artifact removal. Well, I guess he has the endings. And then Ashiok. I'm not quite sure. We didn't see a lot of his deck. We saw Rest in Peace, Shark Typhoon. I'm not entirely sure what that is. But I'm quite sure he's gonna keep in the Rest in Peace since he saw the dragon. So even if we made a mistake, we kind of got away with it. This, unfortunately, is not a keep. I guess this is something. So let's get rid of a Hall. We're not ready for that. This is not a matchup where we do Stiflemar, I think. Sure. He did not shuffle. Fine, another land. So let's start getting basics. Since he's running that many basics, I'm sure he's playing some sort of back to basics or whatever. Okay, not bad. So, should we slam? I don't think so. Yes, spell pierce up. We can play draw go. Yeah, that's fine. It's only basically the dragon that gets hit. We didn't see any stifles out of him, so let's give it a go. So, plains and plains, I guess. Maybe island. Let's get a plains. Double white is more important. March isn't the worst. I can get rid of the rest in peace if I care about it. I don't think I do. So, well, I guess we can wait till we can pay for a spell pierce. I think I'm gonna stifle his fetch. Okay, there's the Narset. Okay, so fuck it. No stifling. I'd like to stifle the red though. We can just send it packing though. Yeah, I think I'll just have to let it go. Since he has the Pyroblast ready. That's just not worth the risk. The swords. So I think I'm gonna try a Scroll of Fate. Spell Pierce, fine. Yeah. Helm of Obedience. Okay, there we go. So that's bad. So let's see, we can get rid of the rest in peace, can counter. So let's cycle, get a Tundra. So we can't stop him from getting red. Now we can. That means we don't have a Force of Will up, but I think that's gonna have to be fine. I don't want him having access to red. So if he goes for it now, yeah, that's fine. I do need the swords in case he goes for the helm. Sure. He lets me untap. There must be a mistake. Okay, so how do we do this? I think we just pass. Right? I'll just have to do it in response. So I can kill the shark. Okay. So we can send the rest in peace packing. I mean, we could march it with, maybe that's better, march it, but using the Teferi, keeping up the Olivara. Great, and now we send it packing. We're still in a world of trouble, of course. So now we're dead. Sure. Yep. Yeah, I certainly could have played that differently. I don't know. Maybe we were just dead. Okay, so now we know a little bit more. So the rest in pieces are actually some trouble. Maybe the standstills are fine, especially on the play. I think Dreadnought is something we can wish for. I think humility is not necessary. So Karn is our best thing. So maybe we just bring in the Ashiok. Yep. So Helmcombo, I did play this deck for a little while. It's not great, but it's fun. Yeah, this seems great. I think I'm gonna lead with the Otawara so I can get a white. And then we can stifle his first fetch land, possibly. Hopefully. He mulls to 6, that's great. Come on, go fetch land. Nope. I'm still gonna just jam the standstill here. That should set him back, at least. Could mean he has a lot of... Okay, see, that's great. Okay, so what do we get rid of? So the stifles, what do they do for us? Well, they can stop the triggers a little bit. I'm kind of thinking we should get rid of the Dreadnought. Could go for a Stifle Knot, but I don't think that's correct. So let's get rid of the Dreadnought. We can deal with winning later. Yep. Okay, so let's see. We can brainstorm into a land, possibly. Can get stuck under the brainstorm, sorta. But I think I'm gonna risk it. Yeah, not great. So that's probably the game. And yeah, swords can go. So let's cycle, get a land. Get a blue mana, so you can brainstorm in response, finding some counter magic if need be. Yeah. So I think we do need to, well, so what don't we like? We could get rid of a stifle, pitch the standstill. Kind of want to draw the, I do want the Teferi. So Karn can probably wait another turn. So let's get rid of the scroll and the verdict. So verdict, scroll, pitch, force. Well, pitch stifle. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm guessing this is gonna get countered. Red elemental blast, that's fine. Sure. So we're gonna get a Karn down. I think. Hoping he doesn't have a Force of Will. But that's basically the only way we can stop the combo from happening in the short term. Get an island. So if he counters this, we are in trouble. Oh yes. That was enough. Well, I didn't play that very tightly, but it worked out anyway. So 2-0 start, and what do we call this? Helmcombo. So Jeskai Helmcombo probably. So new deck 1-1-0. And the sum is this divided by this times 100. And let's get rid of some of the digits. There we go. Okay, so that's a 2-0 start to the league. That's awesome. I I feel like I got away with something there. Not sure. But my experience playing the Helmcombo was that it was a glass cannon. I assume he only had 3 colors. It was basically a blue-white deck having red for prismatic. And if he didn't have counter magic for Karn, then he couldn't get rid of it except with Shark Typhoons. Sweet. Come on, let's do it. So Flow True, I played him them yesterday. Can't remember what they were playing, but this hand looks nice. I think there were maybe they were playing Delver. So let's fetch. Get a white, I guess. Blue. White. Maybe playing artifacts as well. I don't remember. So an Ursa Saga would be the best for us. Eldrazi Temple. Okay, that's a spicy one. Okay, so let's get down the Escanta. And see what he does. So I'm assuming some sort of 12 post again. So that's Thought Knots here. Yeah, that's fine. So Teferi going. Scroll of Fate. Don't know. That's the Scroll of Fate. Wow. So this is the aggro thing. Have not played this in a long while. Yeah, I don't want that. Karn, not too bad. So now, how do we play this? We could kill the Thought Knots here, but we don't really care about that one anymore. The Mimic could get very large and in charge. Gonna play my land, of course. Maybe we'll just Shark, block 1, take probably 10, don't know. Yep, so then the question becomes, I kinda need to draw a land and a sweeper. So let's just kill the Mimic. And we'll just take 9. Just a shit ton. That means we can't draw the land and the sweeper, but wasteland. I guess we'll take the wasteland. That's the 4th land, and then we'll have to block the Thought Knots here. No. I'm gonna make a Teferi for 1, Shark for 1, and then hopefully drawing a plow or something. Sure, so now we need to draw a plow. We do not. Alright. I don't think this is going to be a great matchup for us, but we'll do what we can. So, nodes, humility, mastery, I guess. Torpor orb. Sure. Guess Ashiok for the Eye of Ugin. So let's get rid of the Force of Negations. Probably a standstill. Well, maybe not. He's probably running Caverns as well. So Search seems kind of slow. Stifles. Probably a Trima Stifle, and he might be running Chalice as well. Yeah, this might be a rough one. Alright, let's cut a Standstill as well. Guessing Dreadnought is probably pretty good. So maybe another. Well, we do have the Mastery, which is a bit slow. Maybe it's better with another scroll. Alright. I don't know. I haven't faced this one in a while. I remember this being a big one. Yeah, okay. This seems okay. Not great, but fine. I remember this deck when it was in Modern. It was horrendous. That was the worst period for sure. Yeah, can't do anything about that. Sure. So we probably, if we can land a 4-mana play now. Yep, there's the Thought Knot. I'm guessing we just let this resolve. None of these are bangers anyway. Probably gonna take the Shark, I would assume, or the Scroll, I don't know. Hey. Eye of Ugin is hell of a card. That's just, it was incredible that I was in Modern. I was playing Blue Tron at the time. It was great. So I'll play the Adawara to conceal information. That way we can Shark or dress down if need be. They were not playing this deck yesterday. They were playing some, I think it was some sort of artifact. Maybe the G hash Narset Days artifact thing. Yeah, we'll take 4, that's fine. So now he has 6 mana. What you got? Alright. So white, white. White, blue, white, white. Okay, not bad. Wasteland is not bad either. So probably Wasteland, kill one of the Thought Knots. Then next turn we can get back to Wasteland, hit another one. So do we kill the Ayavugin? That's a legendary one. But on the other hand, the one that gives the most utility. I think we hit that one. Okay. That actually blocks stuff. Oops. So what comes now? Another Thought Knot? Amethyst. Okay. So I'm thinking we should make a shark, hopefully drawing the land. We can get the Timeless down. Come on, land. That's a land. That's bigger than your dude. And then we can start going after the mana again. Okay, so he has a dismember. That's fine. We're just gonna grow the blossom. No, you can only grow it twice. Did we stem the bleeding? I don't know. I don't think so. We need to hit his mana. Oof. That's 10 mana. No, 9 mana. Sure. That's not great. I think I'll have to block the Smasher. Yep. And then get back the dragon. I don't really have a lot of options. I need him to brick for a turn or two. Yeah. Okay. So we can do stuff. The question is, what is our line here? We can't do Karn, we can do the rest. So standstill seems very medium. So we can hit his mana. He's up to 6, 8, 9, 10 mana. So that would stop an Ulamog. We can get down a scroll. Kind of tempted by that. That means at least we have a live draw of a Dreadnought. I don't know. Good or bad, he found a lot of mana. So he has a ton of live draws. He's probably gonna kill the scroll. Yep, so let's manifest the standstill. Another Karn, not great. We can bounce a Thorn, hoping to find a land. We can brainstorm. Could bounce, draw a land, and then brainstorm maybe. Guess that has some upside. It's actually 5. Well, then that's out. So let's brainstorm then. We need more lands to function. Well, Force of Will isn't the worst. A Shark isn't the worst. But yeah, we are dead. Can't really go on the attack either. So we can force that, I guess we will, just because we can. Pitching brainstorm, I guess. So we can Sevince for a land. Next turn we can Karn. Karn can get us not a lot. Get a Powder Keg. Coding. It's all very slow. Well, I think I'm just gonna make a Shark. I'm gonna attack. Come on, land. Well, I knew about that one. Okay, that's a land. That's actually not a bad land. Okay. So you're saying there's a chance. I'm assuming this is the best one. Could be a Crucible as well, but I think I'll do this one and slam for 6. Wow. Well, we got very lucky that he that he drew so many lands. Those thorns are a pain. Yeah, maybe we can't get rid of the forces. We can't really play under the thorns, or not well anyway. Stifle seems very medium. The dreadnoughts are great. So let's get rid of these standstills, stifles. Maybe I do want to scroll in the sideboard for Karn. Instead, run the mastery. Not sure. Okay. We have a plan. He's down to 5 cards, that's good. Mimic we don't care about. We should probably just waste his tomb. Slow him down, I think. It's down to 3 cards. Yeah, 1 mana isn't the worst. Okay, this is a plan. This is a plan. I like it. I don't want to pitch the Force of Negation. Blue card. Yes. Okay. I see a path. We can't play Thought-Knot Seer. Okay, okay. Can we do it? Maybe. That's 3 mana. That's Displacer, Reshaper. Yeah, we don't. Well, we're not gonna force it anyway. We're gonna brainstorm in the end. So does it get the effect as well? No. So best draw would be a Wasteland, I guess. Another Dreadnought that we can't get in, so let's not use that one. Can probably get rid of the. No, we kind of want that. Can't we get rid of the. We can draw the Brainstorm. Can probably get rid of one of the forces. Brainstorm in the upkeep. Come on, Wasteland. That's a Wasteland. We can get rid of the cavern, force whatever. And we put Teferi. Can bounce with Teferi. No, we can't since we don't have the mana. I kind of want to draw Teferi. Bounce. What are we scared of, really? I don't even know what we're scared of. So let's put back Karn. And brainstorm. So now the question is, do we bounce the Matter Reshaper? And say, I don't care what you do. Because that could potentially ramp him, right? Sure, attack. Have at you. I'm not sure what he could draw. He wasn't sure about that either. All right. Somehow, some way, we actually managed to win that one. Did not think that. So let's, what do you call it? Eldrazi? Aggro, maybe? Not sure. So times 100. Oops. There we go. Bold. And I just need to take a short break just to go to the toilet. So let's see. Do I have a AFK screen? Yes. And I'm back in just the 1 minute. All right, so we are back. So we are 3-0. That's quite a start. So let's see if we can make an honorable 3-2, a great 4-1, or even the elusive 5-0. I feel like we've been on the high end of variance this league so far. But the deck does have legs. I mean, it can capitalize on some good draws. But there's been quite a few situations here where I don't know what the correct line was. But it paid off. Some strange decks though. Helmcombo, Eldrazi, Aggro. Those are not decks that you'd see every day. So anyway, I was talking about the paper tournament that I played in earlier. Well, maybe was it last week? Last weekend, maybe it was. Anyway, I felt like I was just spewing off value, missing triggers. I mean, not missing triggers like illegally, so to speak. I mean, I missed opportunities because I was just very rusty. It was very rusty, but it was fun anyway. And if you go to a tournament expecting to win, you're not gonna have a good time. All right, we are on the play. We have a hand that does things, and we can keep up. Turn one, stifle. So let's aggressively crack for a basic. You never know when you're gonna play against a stifle deck, so that's what I usually do. Alright, that's great. Not bad. I'm hoping for some Delver stuff. Yes. Force it. It is Delver. Beautiful. So that probably means this was their only land. The verdict should be nice. I would prefer to draw a land or brainstorm into a land. The force of negation is not great against them though. Is this the teamer version? That one is rougher, I think. They're like the old school Delver with stifles and bases and whatnot. Okay, he doesn't have an aggressive start, which is great. Not bad. So let's brainstorm. See if we can get this one. Okay. So I think I'm gonna get rid of the Caracas and probably one of the forces. Probably. Play the Vista and ship it. So if they're the teamer version, they might play Stifle. So let's get another white while the getting is good. Turn, sure. Okay, so let's just slam a Teferi. And maybe get that main deck Pyroblast. Sure. We can Sevins it back, so that's fine. So hopefully he deploys several threats. If it's just a Murktide, no Murktide, okay, that's fine. Then the question becomes, do I want to run a Sevins into possible forceful negation? I kind of need to use my mana though. So that's good. So the question is, do I bounce it? Do I kill it? And I think I bounce it. That's fine. The bolt, sure. Expressive iteration, sure. That's a Murktide coming down right now, I guess. Sure. So I think I'm just gonna plow it. Yeah. Scroll of Fate is interesting. I don't want to run it into Daze though. So let's just plow this, and next turn we can play the scroll. Yep. Come on, another threat, please. Land, yeah, not bad. Resolved scroll should be very problematic for him. Especially if he tries to bounce the scroll. He does. So let's get in the Dreadnought. Let's fetch the blue first, see if we can keep up the mana or not. So, do you have a main deck answer for that? Maybe not. Okay, dragon's not the worst. So let's just slam. Let's cycle. Play it, and I think we'll just leave it back. We have double counterspell if we need be. Yes, that's fine. That's also fine. Put a card on top. What could that be? Murktide? So we're gonna for sure okay. Sure. What are you looking for? You looked for nothing. Okay, so the sideboard against Eldrazi nodes, Humility, Anashiok, Mastery, and Relic, and we bring out the Forces of Negation. 2 dreadnoughts, especially now that he's seen one. They bring in that whatever it's called, Meltdown, and we switch the Scroll of Fate for the Mastery. So that means we only have 2 main deck artifacts, while he thinks we might have a lot. I don't know. That's the thinking anyway. Yeah, this seems fine. I love it when Delver doesn't start with a threat. That means we have time. So he sees what we're drawing, so let's see what that is. Vista. So let's play that. Get a white, get a blue, get a white, get a blue. We can brainstorm. So Court of Cunning is probably the worst case scenario for us. Counterbalance. Okay, so let's brainstorm in response. If he wants a daze, that's fine. Nodes, well, I guess I'll put 2 swords back. Or maybe nodes and swords. Maybe we want to kill the counterbalance so we don't care about it. I'm not sure. We can auto-var it as well. Yeah, I'm gonna play around it. So let's fetch a white. That's a funny new tech. We haven't seen counterbalance in a while. Sure. No land. Okay, that's interesting. Plane cycling. Get a planes. So should we go after the mana? It's a blind flip anyway. So there's a lot of options here. Could go after the counterbalance. It's 3. Could daze it. Or we could just we could run the relic into the counterbalance, play the island. Or we could exile it. Use one of the plows. Or not. This is all very complicated. I think I'm gonna run in the relic into the counterbalance, and let's see. Do you feel lucky, punk? Well, I think this was the correct line, given what's on top of his of his deck. So, options. We can play the Wasteland, keep up the Auravara to bounce the counterbalance. We could get a Timeless Dragon into play, which could run into his Brazen Borrower. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna chill. He doesn't use his mana either. So let's try and march it. Let him use a little bit of his resources. So he's throwing a Dragon Raid Channeler. Yeah, that's fine. Murktide Regent gone. That's fine. Land, yes, not bad. Okay, so now what do? We can start by hitting him. And then what? Into Fairy Bounce. Can do Karn. Kind of like Karn. So what 4-drops do they run? Not a lot. But maybe, I don't know. Do they run any 4-drops? Jace. Interesting. So this is not your run-of-the-mill. Do you have the fourth land? That's the question. Nope. So I'm gonna plow and respond in end set because I kind of wanted to go back on lands. Well, we don't know about the top of his deck. Okay. Sure. Another land. Okay, not bad. So should we try to ferry? Yeah, let's do that. Could first hit his red source. Go to the next. Now we to ferry. Days. Great. Not a bad one. Get rid of that. Let's just play the hall and ship it. This is a funny one. Okay. Another hole. So let's get down the Timeless Dragon, get down the second hall. And this should have been a brainstorm if things were different. So he's a dead Jace. And now we can actually start hitting him with the hall as well. We'll smack him for 11. Sure. Smack him for 7. So I guess his best draw would be a Wasteland then. But that wouldn't really advance his game plan. I think I'm just gonna whack him over and over. Nice Force of Will back up. So I guess I'll play the Otavara to keep up a... Hold on, let's do it right. Ward 3 against the Delver opponent seems like good stuff. We knew. No, he drew a daze, right? And I can crack, no problem. Okay, he's not interested, so let's just hit him with the relic. And he should be in trouble. Okay, so now we can Jace. That's fine. Can get back a Brainstorm, that's also fine. You played your land, now that means you can't. I'm probably gonna force the. That's gonna be a very small one. It's a Murktide. So do we draw? I don't think so. So that's a wasteland. So let's hit his red, which means he can't keep up. So he's gonna daze to save it. Put one down. And he conceded. Beautiful. So we have a 4-0 start. Amazing. Alright, so we are 4-0. And another Delver down. It's a bit of a brew, I think. 66%. It's pretty good. That was nice to have a matchup that felt kind of good after match 2 and 3, which were quite lucky. I do lose to Delvers from time to time. They are, when played by a good opponent, like, where are they? Learn to Love. He just has my number. I also lost to Julian Nab, whatever, the German dude. I mean, if you play tightly, it's gonna be an even one. But against, I mean, there's so many people playing Blue-Red Delver that think that because you're playing the most popular deck that you're gonna be able to get a good win rate. That's not how it works. It's a difficult deck to play, I think. Sequencing, maximizing reading your opponent, whatever. And since our deck is not a known quantity for most part, I mean, it's not outlandishly weird, but it has some wrinkles to it. The opponents usually, miss sideboard. They bring in the Stony Silences or Rest in Peace or Surgical Extraction or whatever, which is not great against us. So I have played quite a few games after doing 4-0 and lost quite a few of them. So let's hope the nerves doesn't get the best of us. We are on the play, which is great. And we have a not exciting hand, but keepable. So I think I'll start with the Hall. So if he has a Wasteland, I kind of want him to waste me. Or they. Nope. Prismatic Vista, what does that mean? DNT? Nope. Show and Tell. Caracas is great against Show and Tell, but you need to find a Karn. Because we have the Canonist, which is good. Humility is also good when the sideboarded games. They did not shuffle, so let's slam the... oh, look at that. Slam the Search. So next wish would be a Force of Negation. So Soul Land into Show and Tell. Yeah. So that's fine. Omniscience would be really bad. Griselbrand not so bad. So let's bounce. So do you want to discard some cards? It's fine by me. This is a matchup that's normally pretty good for us, but that's when Fox is around helping me to navigate it. So let's see if I learned a thing or two. So we would prioritize a blue card. So let's see. So we're gonna slam a Karn. Probably lose it to a Force of Will. That means he has 5 cards in hand, and if we have a blue card, maybe we can fight over the next Show and Tell. So Profane Tutor, Duress. Okay, it's this version. I played against this. It's a blue-black one. Swords. Not the worst, but I think we would prioritize getting a blue card. Alright, fuck it. Let's get Karn. And if he forces this, we are probably... Ooh, nice. So let's get the Canonist. Okay. So we're doing stuff. Yeah, that doesn't help you. Yep. That's the last one. So now we need a Teferi. We can bounce the Omniscience, that would be awesome. Teferi, please. Standstill. Don't know about that. It is a blue card, but yeah. Let's not. Oh, look at that. So let's see if we can do something tricksy. Let's get a liquid metal coating. Just to see if we can force the action. Nope. Alright. So here we go. Here's the force. Oh, that's tricky. Okay, so I guess we'll just plus then. And then we'll set an upkeep stop. And attack. So the question is what we go for. Probably the blue. I don't think it matters much, but let's just do it. Okay, so you can play your one spell, unless it is to deal with the... Yep, that's fine. So if you have another one, we're fucked, but if not, we play on. So, Ascanta gone, Coding gone, and 4 lands, probably. So what's your spell? Okay. Alright. They always have it, don't they? That was pretty cool though. We were close-ish. So Ashiok seems fine. Humility nodes is good. Torpor Orb is probably... Well, does it do anything? Not really. Canonist. Yeah. So let's bring out at least one Dreadnought. Like the Stifles. Probably can trim 2 swords. The marches aren't fantastic. They can hit some things, but they're not amazing. Maybe the scroll, another scroll is the thing. Okay, let's get rid of a Dreadnought. 2 cuts. 1 march, maybe both. Yep. Okay, let's hope for some better luck. Yeah, sure. Standstill is not the worst. Verdict at least pitches to force. I could be running Daces as well. Auravara is not nothing. Can bounce the omniscience. They did not shuffle. Typhoon is also a nice one to put in with show and tell. Could be a thing. See if he wants to go back. Nope. Okay. So we're doing something. Profane tutor. Yep, sure. Force of will, nice. Humility, of course, would be our best draw because it would negate the okay, not bad. I do it in my main step. Why? Nodes, okay. So I'm guessing I'll get rid of a fetch. I only played this one once and I did lose, but that was in paper, so I don't know if it matters. So Vista down. Sure, your tutor resolves. And I learned the hard way that you can cast this with Omniscience just straight up. So that's terrifying. So probably I'll slam the chart if he plays. Okay, Thoughtseize. Yeah, I guess that's fine. We'll probably take the force. Yeah, this does not look great for the home team because we slams a show and tell. If he takes the force of will, slams a show and tell. Gets an Omniscience, plays the Emrakul. I'm kind of fucked either way. And I guess my saying that it's a decent matchup, it's not when it's with black that I've played it for most part. Maybe I should have forced the tutor, but with him having green mana up, it doesn't feel great. Yeah, he took the shark. Okay. Could mean that we have another turn though. Nope. So I guess we just have to dive right in. Get yep. And we'll get the nodes in, I guess. Land. Nodes or land? Guess nodes. And we get priority. That's amazing. Haha, node saved us. That's fucking fantastic. Did not realize. Yeah, bye. Alright, we're still in a shit ton of trouble, of course. Caracas isn't the worst. I guess we'll not play it. So do you have a second one? That's the question. I guess yes. Get the Caracas in. Here comes the Griselbrand, sure. And here's the Emrakul. Yep. And that's game. Alright. So humility was probably our only out there. That would have certainly made the match a lot better. So 4-1 using the Fox blue-white Dreadstill. If you're interested in this archetype and you wanna join in the fun, we have a vibrant little community of 10-ish dedicated Dreadstill players. Among them Rude, who plays a different version of this. He's dabbling in a bit of a more aggressive one instead of this controlling one, using dazes and going for more direct wins with Dreadnoughts. Norsa Saga sometimes. He's a cool brewer as well, who had quite a lot of success with the archetype as well, at least in the past. If you want to join in, just send me a message and I'll shoot you an invite. And other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye.